Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Welcome to today class. Children, I am going to start new chapter today, which is practical geometry. Fourth chapter from your 8th standard, practical geometry. Children, you know very well, geometry is one of the branch in mathematics. Like we have algebra, coordinate geometry. Like this, we have geometry is also one of the branch in mathematics, where we can discuss about different polygons, different figures, shape and size and their construction. Now with this geometry, practical geometry branch, 7th standard you learned how to construct a three-sided polygon. We learned there how to construct a triangle with the given measurements. Now in 8th standard, we are going to learn how to construct a quadrilateral. What is mean by quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. It is a simple closed figure which is bounded by four sides. We are going to learn how to construct a quadrilateral and what are the different ways we have to construct a quadrilateral. So let me recall once. What is mean by quadrilateral? It is a simple closed figure bounded by four sides. You can see better 1, 2, 3, 4. It is called one quadrilateral. So name the vertices A, B, C, D. It is a simple closed figure bounded by four sides. A, B, C, D is called a quadrilateral. Now let's see what are the different parts of this quadrilateral. Children, can you tell me how many vertices it has? It has four vertices A, B, C, D. Yes, it has four vertices: vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, and vertex D. Can you tell me how many angles it has? Sir, here it has four angles. We can see there angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. It has four angles: angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. And more, we can see how many sides? Quadri, four lateral sides. The name itself, four sides. So here the four sides are, yes, how many sides it has? Four sides. The four sides are AB, yes, side AB and side BC and side CD and side DA. So these are the parts of a quadrilateral. A simple closed figure bounded by four sides is called a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral has four vertices, four angles and four sides. And also we can see by joining non-adjacent vertices. A comma B are adjacent vertices. D comma A are adjacent vertices. What do we call this A and C? They are non-adjacent vertices. By joining these non-adjacent vertices, the line segment which obtained is called a diagonal. Similarly, DB also non-adjacent vertices. By joining these non-adjacent vertices, we will get one more diagonal. Now see how many diagonals are possible in a quadrilateral? Two diagonals. So number of diagonals, yes, number of diagonals are two. Now here the two diagonals are AC and DB. AC and DB are the two diagonals, and these diagonals are obtained by joining not opposite vertices. Okay, here it is opposite. If I go with pentagon, hexagon, so instead of telling opposite, don't tell the word opposite. By joining non-adjacent vertices, we will get a diagonal. So these are the parts of quadrilaterals. Let's see what are the different ways. Five measurements can determine a quadrilateral uniquely. To draw a unique quadrilateral, we need five measurements, it seems. So here the different ways. When four sides and one diagonal are given, 4 plus 1, 5. Here we know five measurements, and those five measurements are four sides, one diagonal. And next, when two diagonals and three sides, 2 plus 3, 5. Two diagonals and three sides, how we can draw the quadrilateral? When two adjacent sides and three angles, 2 plus 3, 5. When three sides and two included angles, 3 plus 2, 5. So these are the different ways to construct a quadrilateral. And also we have when other special properties are known. We have some special property, I mean special quadrilaterals which are divided based on their like sides and angles. You see square, only one measurement is enough to draw a square. Yes, what we know beta about square? We know in square all sides are equal, and also we know each angle is 90 degrees. Here to construct a square, one side is enough. If I know the length of one side, it's enough to draw a square. That is special properties are known. We know special properties. All sides are equal. Each angle is right angle. So to construct a square, if I know the length of one side, it is equal to length of all the sides. However, each angle is 90 degrees. To construct a rectangle, as we know in rectangle, opposite sides are equal and each angle is 90 degrees. So if I know the value of length and breadth, we can construct a rectangle. Opposite sides are equal and we know each angle is right angle. To construct a quadrilateral, we need two measurements, length and breadth. Similarly, if we see rhombus, to construct a rhombus, we need two measurements, length of two diagonals. Length of two diagonals, if you know, we can construct a rhombus. And even we have parallelogram also. You know properties of parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. Opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. Let me take P, Q, R, S. And you know adjacent angles are supplementary. P plus Q is equal to 180. And we can say Q plus R also. Q plus R is equal to what? 180. R plus S. Angle R plus angle S is also 180. S plus P. Angle S plus angle P is also 180. So these are the properties of parallelogram. So let's see how to construct quadrilateral in these 5 different ways. Yes, children, here we have one example. How to construct a quadrilateral when we know its 4 sides and 1 diagonal. It is from exercise 4.1, second one. First bit, second one. They are asking to construct a quadrilateral jump. And they get here JU 3.5, UM 4, MP 5, PJ 4.5, PU 6.5 centimeters. Here we need to construct a quadrilateral with the given 5 measurements. In these 5 measurements, they said 4 sides and 1 diagonal. JU, UM, MP, PJ. These are 4 sides and PU is one of the diagonal. So to draw this quadrilateral, first we can go with a rough diagram. With the help of this rough diagram, we will construct the main figure. So let me draw a rough figure of quadrilateral. Yes, let me draw one quadrilateral. So what is the main? What is the base we can take? JU, UM, MP, PG. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know length of 4 sides, and also we know one of the diagonal. So when we know the length of 4 sides, we can take any one as a base. Anyone as a base. Let me write here J U. Here M P. I am taking the base J U. When we know the length of 4 sides, consider any one side as a base. Now what is the length of J U? 3.5 centimeter. What is UM? 4 centimeter. And MP is 5 centimeter. PJ is 4.5 centimeter. And PU, what is diagonal PU? Which is 6.5 centimeters. Now with the help of this rough diagram, we will construct the main figure. Yes, you can see the construction now. First, let me draw a line segment with the help of this ruler. With the help of ruler, first we will draw a line segment. What is the length of line segment? 3.5 centimeters. With the help of ruler, you can draw a line segment length of 3.5 centimeters. One end point you can place at 0 and one more is at 3.5. 3.5 means 3 after fifth line. And join the end points and name the end points as JU, whose length is 3.5 centimeters. Now let us draw this triangle first. JPU. We'll draw this triangle first. How can I draw this triangle? From vertex J, we can draw an arc which is length of 4.5 centimeters. From vertex U, we can draw an arc 6.5 centimeters. The intersecting point of both arc named as a P. By joining this PJ and PU, we will get a triangle. Then we can draw this triangle. Together it becomes a quadrilateral. Chalo. Now think about this triangle. How can I draw this triangle? I said, set the compass length of 4.5 and draw an arc from vertex J. Yes. Now let me draw an arc from vertex J which is 4.5 centimeters. Yes. You can draw an arc from vertex J. From vertex J, you can draw an arc which is length of 4.5 centimeters. Now from vertex U, we can draw one more arc 6.5 centimeters. Now we can set the compass length of 6.5 centimeters. By taking 6.5 centimeter radius from vertex U, we can draw one arc. We can draw one arc. Yes. From vertex J, 4.5 one arc. From vertex U, 6.5 one arc. Now we can see both the arcs are intersecting at one point. Name the intersecting point as P. Now by taking this ruler, we can join PJ and PU. Yes, you can join this. Now we need to get one more vertex U. Second triangle we need to draw. So how can I get this triangle? From vertex U, you can draw an arc length of 4 centimeters. From vertex P, you can draw an arc length of 5 centimeters. Name the intersecting point of both the arcs as M. So we will try to draw a second triangle. With the help of compass, you can draw an arc length of 4 centimeters. Now you can set the compass length of 4 centimeters. Yes. You can take the compass length of 4 centimeters. From vertex U, you can draw an arc length of 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. Now from vertex P, we can draw one more arc length of 5 centimeters. Now take the compass length of 5 centimeters. Length of 5 centimeter. From vertex P, you can draw one more arc to cut this previous arc. From vertex P, you can draw one more arc to cut the previous arc. Now both the arcs are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as M. Name the intersecting point as M. After that, we can join MP and MU by using this ruler. Join MU and MP. Now the required quadrilateral is ready. This is the way we can draw a quadrilateral. When we know length of 4 sides, any one side we consider as a base. You can draw the line segment base. Then you can draw this triangle by taking 4.5 from J vertex, 6.5 from U. Then we get this PJU triangle. To get the second triangle, you can draw an arc from vertex P 5 cm, from vertex U 4 cm, and join this MP and MU. Now the required quadrilateral jump is ready. Now let us write these measurements here. This side to 3.5 centimeters and 4.5 centimeters, and here it is 5 centimeters. Length of PU I took 6.5 centimeters and UM is 4 centimeters. This is the way we can draw a quadrilateral when we know 4 sides and 1 diagonal. Yes, children, after the construction, we need to write the construction steps also. Like how we did this step by step, we need to write the process. First, what we did? First, we took one rough diagram now about the road. Step 1, draw a rough diagram with given measurements. So we need to draw a rough diagram with the given measurements. It will help us to draw the main figure. How I get the main figure? First, draw a line segment JU, length of 3.5 centimeters. First, I took one line segment JU, length of 3.5 centimeters. From vertex J, draw an arc of 4.5, and from vertex U, draw an arc of 6.5 centimeter to cut the previous arc. With the help of compass, from vertex J, you can draw an arc of 4.5 centimeters. From vertex U, you can draw an arc of 6.5 centimeters. Now both arcs are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as P. Then join PJ and PU. Join PJ and PU. From vertex U, draw an arc of 4 centimeter, and from vertex P, draw an arc of 5 centimeter. From vertex U, you can draw one arc length of 4 centimeters. From vertex P, you can draw one arc length of 5 centimeter to cut the previous arc. Now both arcs are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as M. Then you can join MP and MU by using ruler. Join MP and MU. Yes. Now the required quadrilateral JUMP is ready. So this is the way we can draw a quadrilateral. First, rough diagram with the help of given measurements. Again, with the help of rough diagram, we can draw the main figure and we need to write the steps. Children, let's see one more example from exercise 4.1 fourth bit. They are asking construct a rhombus BST, best B and ET. They gave these two. First, let us draw one rough sketch so that we can see how to draw the quadrilateral. I mean, how to draw a rhombus with the help of given measurements. Let me draw a rough diagram. Yes, and also we know the properties of rhombus. With the help of the properties, we will try to draw. Yes, let me draw one rhombus here. Yes, let me draw one rhombus like this. Yes, let me draw one rhombus, and here we can name like B, E, S, T is one rhombus. Here we know BE length is 4.5 centimeters, and the length of ET is 6 centimeters. Now we can draw with the help of this measurements. It is a rhombus. As we know in rhombus, all the four sides are equal. As BE 4.5, ES also 4.5, ST is also 4.5, BT also 4.5. When we know length of one side, we can write length of all the four sides. The reason in a rhombus, all the four sides are equal. Now we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. We know length of four sides and one diagonal. So you know how to draw when we know the length of four sides and one diagonal of a quadrilateral. So you can draw based on that. What we can take base? Any one side you can take as a base. Any one side you can take as a base. Let me draw BE first base. Length of 4.5 centimeters. You can take the ruler. You can draw one line segment whose length is 4.5. At 0 1 point, at 4.5 1 point, and join those 2 points and name the end points. Name the end points as BE, whose length is 4.5 centimeters. Now from vertex B, we can draw an arc length of 4.5. From vertex E, we can draw an arc length of 6 centimeters. Name the intersecting point as T. Like that, we get triangle BTE. Then we think about second triangle also. Now let me take compass and ruler. Set the compass length of 4.5 centimeters. Set the compass length of 4.5 centimeters. You can draw an arc length of 4.5 from vertex B. From vertex B, you can draw an arc length of 4.5. Then from vertex E, you can draw an arc length of 6 centimeter. On ruler, you can take the length of compass is 6 centimeters. Yes, you can set the compass length of 6 centimeter. From vertex E, you can draw an arc. Yes, you can draw an arc 6 centimeters. Now both the arcs are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as T. Now join TB and TE. Now join TB line segment and TE a line segment. Now we need to get vertex S. How can I get vertex S? From T you can draw an arc length of 4.5. Even from E you can draw an arc length of 4.5. Name the intersecting point as S. Now you can take the compass. Set the compass length of 4.5 centimeters. Yes, this already 4.5 now. Set the compass length of 4.5 centimeters from T1 arc, from E1 arc, same 4.5 centimeter length. From vertex T you can draw an arc. Even from vertex E also you can draw an arc. Yes. Now here name the intersecting point as S. Now we can join ST. You can join ST. Yes, you can join ST and also you can join T. Yes. Now it is the BEST rhombus is ready. Now you can draw measurements. Here I took 4.5 centimeters. B to T I took 4.5 centimeters. T to S I took 4.5 centimeters. And this also equal to 4.5 centimeters. Diagonal they gave 6 centimeter length. So this is the way we can draw a rhombus. Here the important condition is in a rhombus length of all the four sides is equal. After the construction, we need to write the steps also. Like how we did that process, we need to write. First, I draw a rough figure. Draw a rough diagram with the given measurements. With the help of given measurements and its special properties, we took a rough figure. With the help of this rough figure, I draw a main figure. Draw a line segment BE length of 4.5 centimeters. First, you can draw a line segment length of 4.5 centimeters. From vertex B, draw an arc of 4.5, and from vertex E, draw an arc of 6 cm. From vertex B, 4.5 one arc. From vertex E, 6 cm one arc. Name the intersecting point as T and join TB and TB. Intersecting point is T, join TB and TE. Next, from vertex T and E, draw an arc of 4.5 centimeters. Name the intersecting point of both arcs as S. Then you join ST and SE. Now we can see the required rhombus best is ready. So that is the way we can construct a quadrilateral when we know four sides and one diagonal. Hope this concept is clear to all. Based on this knowledge, from exercise 4.1, try to complete the leftover problems in your classwork. Thank you once again. We'll meet in next class.